Hello everyone, welcome back to our tutorial. In this session we are going to see how to use Python packages and how to install and from where to install. So all these steps we are going to look in this session. What is Python package? So Python offers a lot of standard functionality through its packages, standard Python modules and packages. So if you have any functionality which has been scripted in Python, and if you want to make others to use that functionality, you can expose your script using Python package. So that is how we are going to use or we are going to create at the end of this tutorial. Python has some default modules. So what are those? We can't see everything, but I am going to let you know the major or widely used modules in Python. So the first one is OS, operating system. This module will allow you to interact with your operating system. So how to use or import your modules into your script using import statement. So it's very straightforward. Import and the module name, correct, module or package name, correct. We have imported. Now OS is available inside our script. How to explore this? Using our as usual way, OS. Now let's see what are available options in OS module. There will be a lot of methods and attributes will be there. So I'll let you know the widely used one. So you can start with that, and based on your request or necessity, you can further explore this module. So first, let's try to print one simple thing, printing a current working directory. To do that, to access the method module dot, which is os dot get cwd, get current working directory, and this is a method, so use bracket to call this. Now run Python file in terminal. Okay, it ran. You can see this is the location, Alagappa University materials, Python tutorial code. This is my current working directory. Okay, so there are some other methods which is useful, like if I want to change the directory to tutorial instead of code, I'm going to move to this location. So let me pass this here. After that, let's try to print the same. So now you can see first it will be inside code, then it will be this location. Let's put double quotes. In Windows, you can specify this. Yeah. Now let's run this. You can see first you are inside code, then you are inside tutorial. Okay, how Python gets the current working directory? Okay, this is the file we are running, so it will check the file which is here in code. You can see session3 here, but it's not showing session3. Instead, it's showing code. So it depends on from where you run this script. So it's not exactly where your script is placed, it depends on where you run your script. So this is the location from where I am running my script. To show you one more example, let me list this directory. Let me get into session 3. Now I am inside session 3 and I'm going to run the same script. Now you will see session 3. So this get current working directory, it will be always from where you run your script. Okay, now there are other methods in OS module. So let's see. I am going to store my Python tutorial location to one variable. So tutorial path equal to, I am going to declare this. Okay, Now, instead of printing or changing the directory, I'm going to check what are the files inside this directory. To see that, there is one method called os.listdir, list directory. For list directory, you need to pass the path, which is our tutorial path. Now you can see you have code, materials and videos. So these are the 3 folders inside this location. So this is how we list the directory. Okay, this returns list. As you can see, this has square bracket and comma separated values. Okay, now we can try to loop over, so we can use what we learned in looping statements. For item in this one, so this returns a list and I am looping over that list. I am going to print the item. Now you will see one by one. You got it? Code, materials and videos. Correct. Now let's see. As of now, it's printing these items, but we don't know whether it's a file or a folder. To check that, OS module offers one more module inside that OS package, path. So let's check os.path. Inside we have one more module, path dot. Here we have a lot of methods. Is, here you can check whether is file or is directory. Let's check is file. What is the location you want to check? Item. So let's see. You can see false, false, false. As we know, this is directory. Let's check dir. It says false, false, false. Because why? This has only this name, code. Our Python module won't understand what exactly is the path. Here you are saying just code. Okay, Python will be checking, okay, code. There is no such path. But if you want to check this code exactly, you need to use this as well, because code is inside this path. Just a string code is not a valid path. So to do that, we have one option in OS called os.path.join. So this join method in path will join 2 paths or string and will build a valid system path. First I have tutorial path, then I have my item. So I'm going to print this first, then we'll check whether it's a directory or not. Let's see. You can see the entire path now. This is my standard variable tutorial path, which we have already declared, and this code is the item which we got by listing this directory. So now we can validate this path whether it's a directory or file. So instead of copy pasting the entire thing, I'm going to store this as a full path, and I'll be checking os.path.is file. So since we already know that's a directory, let's check whether it's a directory or not. You can see true, true, true. Okay, now if it is a directory, you can further list that, right? It may have something more. In that case, you can again put one if condition. So we are trying to club all the things which we have already learned: declaring variable, different types of variable, for loop and if condition statements and everything, just by exploring this OS module. So I'm going to check if this is a directory. Okay, what I instructed before that, if this condition met, I am going to take one action. What is that action? voice.list dar full path. Else, if it is not a directory, just print full path. So let's see what we get here. Okay, here we are not printing, that's why it didn't give anything. Let's print this. You can see first directory, which is code, has this many items inside. This may be a folder or it may be a file, but here I have one file in another folder, materials. Here I have videos, so I have these are the items inside my videos folder. Now I am going to create one simple file inside that folder. Okay, now I'm going to just create a file here. Right click, new, one text file. This is for testing. Okay, fine. Now let's run the same script again. You can see the new file which we have created. This is not a list because this is a file, so I printed that full path directly instead of trying to list that path. So we have used conditional statements and for loop. So further you can start using this by practicing some simple logics like identifying a prime number or not, get Fibonacci sequence. So like that, simple problems you can take and try to script in Python. So these are this is one of the standard module. Like that, there are a lot of modules. We'll take some problems. So while going through problems, we'll explore one by one. And when you are sitting for practicing what you're learning from these videos, you need to explore what are the standard modules and how to explore that module using DAR, and you check methods one by one, why it's there, what's the purpose, and how to use that, what are the parameters, all this stuff. Now these are the standard modules, so we have installed this imported this directly. As I have explained earlier, there are a lot of third-party modules as well available. So where it is available? There is a site called Python Package Index. So we need to go there first. Okay. Now PyPI. Search PyPI. PyPI.org, Python Package Index. This has huge set of Python libraries. You can search here. Here you can search for any module and install the same using pip install. I'll show you how to install one module. This is a request module which is very famous for interacting with web. So let's click this. These are the available modules with the same name. You can select this, Python HTTP for humans. This is the command you need to install. So just you can copy here also. You can type yourself as well. Now let's try to install that module. If you have only one version of Python in your machine, you don't need to worry about anything. You can straight away say pip install request. But if you have multiple versions in your machine install, it may get installed in the default Python version which has been configured in path. But if you don't want to get into that confusion, I'll tell you one simple thing. Go to the exact installed path for Python. So python.exe, go to this exact path, then mention -m. This is for module, and after that you can mention your pip install statement request. Okay, now you run. It says requirement already satisfied, which means this Python version already has request module installed. So how to use your installed module here? You can use import request. So just use your module like this. Now request got imported. You can see what are the available methods inside this. So run Python file in terminal. You can see these are all the available methods like this. So this is how you install a new module or third-party module from PyPI, Python package index, and you use the standard Python modules as well. Here we have seen a very simple script which involves a conditional statement, looping statement, and we have seen how to use a standard modules and how to install a third-party module from Python package index and how to use or explore that newly installed module as well. In this session, we are going to explore further what are built-in libraries and most widely used methods from those libraries. A few samples so you can explore other methods further. So let's see that first. OS, as we have seen, a very minimal methods from operating system module. Here I have given a short description. MK directory will create directories, and there is one more method called make DARS. You can see almost it's the same one, like this is the same one with make DARS. CHDAR, this one is changing directory, and get CWD, as we have already seen, get currently working directory. RMDAR means like remove directory. List DAR, listing the directory. So mostly the name itself will be representing the activity or functionality. The path module will have all the Windows path or location related activities. Get PID, each activity in your operating system will be running as a process. We can interact with the process using this process ID, get PID, and get PPIDs interact with the parent process ID for your current process, and uname, it will give you operating system information, and stat, it will give you basic statistics about your file or the location which you are passing, like last modified time, created time, and the file size, and more stuff. This is the basic methods from operating system. Now let's see sys. There is a module called sys package. Version, this will give you a Python version, major and minor version. argv, this will help us to fetch the command line arguments passed for the scripts. So I think after completing this basic stuff, we'll be doing one script, file organizer. In that we'll go through this argv and how to use all this stuff. Exit will simply exit your script, and platform will provide identifier like a Windows, Linux, or Mac. This platform identifier will be there in sys. Path will give you an environment variable path from sys module. Okay, these are other widely used modules out there. Datetime, all the datetime utilities are here in this module. SHUtil or shuttle or shell util. So this is a module name to copy the file or copy the entire folder. So all that functionalities will be here. It's very worth to spend your time to explore this module. And SMTP library is using to send mails from our Python script. tkinter, this module is used for GUI development. As we have already seen in the introduction session, we can develop desktop applications as well in Python. So this is a module which will be helpful for that. And there is another module, PyQt, that also for the same purpose. Socket, using socket module, you can create network programming, like you can create a chat application and you can interact with the person who is in the same network or accessible through a network. So this socket module will be useful for that, to interact with networks. I think this is more than enough of built-in libraries to start with Python. So once you started, you will encounter various requirements, and so based on that you can explore further about the built-in modules and third-party modules as well.